Hello, hello! Welcome to Alyss Plays, the YouTube segment with that purple fox that plays video games. I believe I said the YouTube channel that plays video games the last time, and that was wrong. So, yes, this is a segment, a subsection of Unboxing Alyss. I'm, of course, Alistair Frost, and we are going to finish out our September Village Life games with Echoes of the Plum Grove. Echoes of the Plum Grove has several similarities to Roots of Pacha. They are both cozy games. They're both kind of like farming, fishing. I keep wanting to say hunting, and I'm not really sure why, because there's no hunting. Well, there's technically hunting, but I don't think your character's doing it. But there's, like, the standard, grow crops, meet your neighbors in a really, small village. And you can, of course, find your special someone. I almost said special some pony. I just got done watching My Little Pony. And then marry and have kids, etc. and so forth. But there are a few differences between this game and Roots of Pacha. By the way, there were a couple things I forgot about Roots of Pacha. The first is it does play fine as far as I remember on the Steam Deck. Should run with just fine with like the joysticks and everything. Again, it's easier for me to record and edit on my desktop. But I can actually do all that on the Steam Deck. It's just easier on the desktop. And then secondly, I forgot to shout out their soundtrack. I really, really love Roots of Pacha's soundtrack, and I was blessed with 2 discs, quote-unquote. It's all digital, but they had sent the first one like a while ago, close to when the game was released, and I was really loving that. And then they surprised me with the second one. I was like, oh, I get more music. This is awesome. So definitely check out their soundtrack. I'm a bit of a soundtrack nerd, especially when it comes to video games. So whenever I buy a game or back it, I tend to buy the soundtrack if it's available on Steam, or back that tier if it's on Kickstarter. So I think that was it with Roots of Pacha, though. So let's move on to Echoes of Plum Grove, which is what you're actually looking at. And I did mention a few differences, and one I alluded to in Roots of Pacha. With Echoes of the Plum Grove, this takes place in like the early 1700s. I believe the village you're living in, Honeywood, for that matter, I don't know why it's called Echoes of the Plum Grove, if the town's called Honeywood. Anyway, moving on. Whatever. But, unlike... This is taking place in the 1700s, so life was a lot harder, and kind of sucked back then. So we didn't have, ways to, like, refrigerate food, except, like, blocks of ice and things like that. So, as a result, you'll have to worry about a lot of things that we don't really have to think about nowadays. For one thing, food, like I said in Roots of Pacha, goes bad in this game. If it does, you can turn the rotting food or the rotting whatever into compost, so it doesn't get wasted, but that is something to think about. In addition to things like that, there are 4 seasons. There are usually 4 seasons in games like these, but the season will greatly affect it can affect your survival. There are diseases in this, which, it has, I think, smallpox, the galloping consumption. If you don't know what the consumption is, it was just the term used for tuberculosis way back when. I don't think tuberculosis still exists, but I'm sure we're gonna bring it back, like we're bringing all the other diseases back. But anywho, so that's something you have to deal with. There is a doctor in town, so you can get inoculated for lots of money. So, but these are, again, things you have to think about because you're living in a very early age, like an early colonial era. Also, when it comes to food, when you think about the winter time where you can't grow anything, you will need to find a way to preserve food, which, to be fair, that's still used today. People have preserves. That is something you'll have to make sure you do, or, dry meat or whatever it is, or you're not going to survive the winter in this game. Another interesting mechanic, and Stardew Valley did influence this game. There were a couple other influences. When you look at the style, Paper Mario will probably jump to your mind. I've never played Paper Mario. I didn't have a Nintendo system until the Wii, barring a couple handhelds. So I never played that game, but even I've heard of it. And when I saw this style, I was like, oh my god, that looks like Paper Mario, and that was very much an influence. Another influence was The Sims. I think they specifically said on the Kickstarter The Sims 2, but all the Sims kind of run similar. They have a similar idea, where you create a character and you're basically just It's a life sim. You're piloting your life, or your character's life, which can be exactly like your own, or a completely fanciful thing, or anything in between. And part of these sims is your sim can age and they can progress to, I think, you can start usually as a young adult. You don't necessarily have to. I think if you have the right expansion pack, you can be like a teen or a college student. But you'll start with as a young adult and get to, an adult, and then elderly, and then eventually your sim will die. If you have aging on. I will admit, when I play The Sims, I turn aging off, which is kind of, it's weird because your sim doesn't age, but everyone around them does. So you will actually see other sims, like, get older and die, while you're forever young. That is another mechanic in Echoes of the Plum Grove. So, and I will say you can turn a lot of this off. I'll go into the options. So, as you can see, aging, you can't fast, slow, normal. It can be turned off. You can turn the taxes off. I guess you can have a visible or not visible pregnancy. Sure. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna skip back to content, but over here, so here you have player aging. I guess this aging is for everyone else. That you can turn off the hunger, the energy, you can turn off diseases. You can essentially turn everything off and make this super easy to play if you want a very chill game. I'm not sure if it would be super fun that way, but that's up to you. So I'll just show you that because it exists, but that's not something I'll be doing. Um, but going back to your character, well, your sim dying, it's the same way in this. So in this game, once again, you can romance someone in the village, you can marry, you can have kids. Eventually, unless you turn aging off, your character will die. But when that happens, the game isn't actually over. If you and your spouse have had children, you will probably pilot one of your children after that. That's how the game is set up. It just keeps going with the next generation. So raise that kid right as best as you can, because you will end up piloting them when your character dies. And keep in mind, you have your character's personality, but so does your spouse has their own. Your kid is a combination of the two. So there may be some personality traits you may or not be able to control when that happens. I find that to be very interesting. As a person who's very much child-free, who does not want children at all, bio-adopt, step, or foster, that's the definition of child-free, that doesn't appeal to me at all. I never had kids. I think my very first sim playthrough back in 2000 with the original, I think my sim married a dude who had like 6 kids. Never again. Don't do that. It was chaos. After that, I never got married. I think my sim may have had a boyfriend or something, but beyond that, she just did her own thing, and I never had kids in the game. So, to be fair, if that is a thing in The Sims where you continue as one of your kids, I don't know, because I never got that far. I never did that. But that is most certainly the game mechanic here. And I'm honestly curious to know how it works and what it looks like. So we're definitely not going to get to that tonight. We're only going to be playing for probably 40-ish minutes. I got to stop making these videos an hour long because that kills me in editing. But yeah, we're not going to get there. But I do have a continue, as you can see on the screen. So I will be playing that game after this, and I'd like to see how this goes. So this has a lot of really interesting mechanics, and that's why I bought it. In addition to, I really love the art style. So let's get right into this, because I've already spent 45 minutes talking. We're not doing the continue. This also has an awesome soundtrack. Please check it out. And I believe they're still adding things to this game. There's quite a few, stretch goals that we unlock that are not in the game yet. It takes a while to add those. They want them, the basic gameplay things to work first before they start branching out. Same way with Roots of Pacha, they are also adding things. So I'm not going to change my pronouns. I am a she, her, and I like having eyelashes. That's a pretty color. That's a little light for me. How is this darker than this? What? That doesn't make it. Don't they usually light to dark? I don't know. Oh, that's definitely not me. What's this one? I don't like that color. We'll go with this. I like that. That's pretty. We'll just keep my nose. There are nowhere near as many options for this game as there are for Roots of Pacha, which is kind of disappointing. I actually backed a tier where you could create an NPC, and I think there's like trade ships that come at one point. And I made an NPC that may land on shore and come to Honeywood. That NPC has my actual legal name, not any of my character names. But I swear when I was making that character, there were way more options than this. I actually meant to ask them about that, and I think I forgot. So now we're going to pick an outfit. See, most of these are more for men because they don't have skirts. But, I mean, obviously, your female character can wear whatever the heck you want. So, but, I think, yeah, it was this palette I liked better. Because that's very green. So, this one or this one? I think I like having a scarf, so we're gonna go with that. And accessories. I can't change the colors of these, so maybe that. It's too brown. Maybe this. That's almost fine. Would I start with this? Sure, we'll do that. I don't wear glasses and I don't have facial hair, so we'll confirm that. And we'll just call her Alyss. Oh my god, I can't spell my name. There we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, I guess I have to actually click that. There we go. Alright. So, yeah, I pick, like, a Kina or something in my actual playthrough, which is one of my other, personas, but for the sake of this playthrough, we'll just pick the purple fox. Goodbye! And we'll start the timer now, because I forgot to start it when I was finding my character. And for my personal playthrough, I skipped all this, but we'll go ahead and watch this, because you guys don't know it. Again, this takes place, I think, early 1700s. It wasn't until I got to my personal playthrough where I think the year was up in the, top left, and I didn't notice during the first playthrough. I actually have recorded this before. I had some issues with sound, so I'm re-recording it. Hopefully those issues are finished, because I don't really want to re-record this. Hello, person. You need a better jacket. What is all these holes and tears? Hello, Timothy Tweed, I guess. I'm just gonna nod obediently. This honestly sounds both exciting and terrifying. Like, it's exciting to find, go to new places, and, I travel quite a bit. I went to Spain earlier this year. I'll be going, well, I've been to St. Louis a billion times, but I have a couple conventions coming up, so, I do travel a lot, in the States and out, though it's not this, it's not this era, where you can very easily die on the way to the new world. I should laugh, because a lot of people did do that. But yeah, it's an exciting prospect, but a lot of people took that risk. I also appreciate the fact that even in this colonial era, we're very diverse. Very, very diverse. I'll just say that. I'll leave it at that. We'll go into, I don't want to say politics because it's not really, but yeah. And we're off. And we're all dying now. Oh, God. But I mentioned before, I really, really love this art style. Just the 2D of the character. They look like paper puppets. Especially the captain here, just flailing wildly. I really, really love the art style of this game. That immediately caught my eye when I saw the Kickstarter. No, we're gonna die. Look at these. This isn't funny, but it is. Them just running around screaming. It shouldn't be funny. She's clinging to dear life. Is that guy dead already? What killed him? Oh my gosh. I'm a horrible person. But it's funny. I am so sorry. I remember when this first came out, I think I was at my mom's place. And she and my sister were watching, I think, 90 Day Fiancé or whatever, some reality show. I'm on my Steam Deck playing this game, and it started with this, and I just showed it to me mom. Abandoned ship on what? I'm assuming there are lifeboats we can't see. If not, we're all gonna die. me. I don't know what we're abandoning ship on. Take care of me. Ah! Yep, everything exploded. My head, my body, and my spleen. That's part of my body. Hello, lady. I mean, you could have, but that would have been a jerk move. Oh, no. Probably. I sound so concerned. Well, in part, I've seen this multiple times. Oh, I'm very sad. I guess I'm feeling up to it. Oops, wrong button. Oh, I'm going that way. I know how to move. I am using just mouse and keyboard. There may be a way to use a joystick or, like, I'm sorry, a controller, but I've never tried. Well, okay. This does run on the Steam Deck. I forgot to mention that too for Roots of Pacha. Roots of Pacha does run on the Steam Deck perfectly fine. At least it did last time I played it. With this, it does run fine. You will, by default, utilize the trackpads to move, since, again, I'm using a mouse and keyboard right now on my desktop. But the Steam Deck, I think the trackpads will take over as the mouse, so... So it'll be a little weirder than Roots of Pacha, because that doesn't really utilize, like, the mouse. It just moves fine with the joysticks. But it, again, beyond that, it ran fine. I mean, I feel like I should have, like, all the broken bones, but apparently not. Or maybe I broke a rib or something and I can't feel it. Actually, I think when you break ribs, you really, really feel it, but I've actually never broken a bone before. Knock on wood. I knocked on my desk. My desk is definitely not wood. Go out in the hallway and knock on my floor, because that is hardwood. Hello. I think that was a laugh. Or he choked on something. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, it is very sad. Is there any way I could buy his place too? Or did we buy the same place? Are we an item? He did call me his old friend, but is like friend in quotes? What is my other option? To hop back in the sea and swim back to England or wherever the heck I'm from? And it sounds like I already bought the plot. So I was set to go. I just got here a lot rougher than I thought I would. I'm just gonna nod. Goodbye! Thank you, ma'am. I love his little shuffly walk. I don't know why. I walk completely different. I don't think that's the expression. Yeah, like with those trade routes, that's when the NPC you created can come into play. Ew. Sorry, again, that's an ew thought to me, but I honestly may test that out. Obviously not tonight, but in my personal playthrough. Map! I not sure why I do that, but thank you. I appreciate it. He has a really big state. Thank you. I constantly forget what shops are open. I know when I go to them and they don't open. That's when I know they're closed. I do appreciate the fast travel. So it does, of course, take time off of the clock. Like, if I wanted to go from here to town, it may take, like, an hour in-game time. So it will advance the day, but it makes sense. Me humble abode. Yes. Yes, it has. That is true. Sure. I'm going to tell you right now, it is definitely going to take you more than a day. In-game day. As a new homeowner, I know taxes very well now. A couple weeks ago, I just paid my second half of my property taxes. They were more than I was told they would be at closing. Going this way. What am I saying here? Oh, okay. I love that. Okay, so I'm on my own now. Let's go inside. Let's not, because I'm stuck on things. Okay. So again, let's just kind of walk around. This is all of your property. It's pretty big. Not sure why the music ends abruptly like that half the time. It's weird. When you want to fill up, you'll see the watering can in a few minutes. Then you'll go there until you build a well. I actually have a well in my personal game. Not that this channel playthrough. But I do love, again, the art style. And I mentioned, what do you call it? Or maybe I didn't. It might have been the first playthrough. I mentioned the Wandering Village. I've already unboxed that, quote-unquote, on my channel. But it kind of has this aesthetic when you zoom in on the Ombu's back to, like, your village. So, like, the people and everything are 2D. And, like, the plants and everything, like, around are also 2D, but they have this look to them. It's not the Paper Mario-esque look, not that kind of style. But I mean, like, the 2-ish 3D that you're seeing. Their people look a lot more like Ghibli characters, especially Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. Before I go in, I do want to show you something that I accidentally discovered when I was testing my microphone. So I saw all these when I accidentally right-clicked. These will just change your expression. Oops, there you go. So you can see her. Oh, she's seen some stuff. My sad face. And a happy face. Go back to regular face. This I did not understand, but I will show it to you now. So it affects how you walk. So if you remember, the one I picked was this guy fleeing from a ghost. Yeah, you see that? Because I clicked on that in the first playthrough, and it didn't seem to do anything, but then when I walked around, she started doing this. It's like, why in the heck are you running like that? I didn't tell you to do that. Apparently I did. That's what that is. Because if you go here, and, this one, I think you're, like, drunk or whatever. Yeah, you see... it's just fun to do. I don't think it affects anything. I don't know if it affects how people, like, react to you. In town, I have no idea, but I'll change it back. And this one just has her do a lot of goofy things. So this one just makes her flip forever. Yeah, so, okay. Or if you move it, I guess it'll stop it. So, I think this, yeah, just dancing. Oh, there's music that goes with that. That's cool. Yep, and then you move and then it stops. There's also this one. You just keel over dead. I'm dead. So I think her foot twitches at one point. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, it's so funny. Okay, I wanted to show you that because I thought it was funny. But let's go inside. It's already 11:27 in-game. So bed, crafting table. It's going to take you a while to craft some of these things. A lot of them use nails, which you don't have, and you can't really, like, mine for nails. I don't know if there's a way to, like, make nails out of rocks. I don't think so. So, yeah. But this is where you cook all of your foods, which you don't have. Well, you don't have any, supplies. And here is, whoops. So here we go with all of the tools. Let's move those out. I think I'll do this first. That, the hoe, the hammer, and the watering can. I will scoot these over because some of these will be in your hotbar. I'll go ahead and put seeds there because we are about to use those. And this is a drying rack. Whoopsie. That we will put in here. So let's go ahead and do that. I think for my first playthrough, I forgot to do that. We can't do anything with it because it only works on like meat, vegetables, things like that. Okay, so let's start cutting stuff. Whoops. Well, you don't just... Yeah, you pick that. That one you have to actually cut. I'll go ahead and just start the garden here. I tried to grow them... Because I think there was either alpha, beta, or both for this. I can't remember. But when I was playing that, I learned definitely plant your crops as quickly as possible. Because you're going to need to earn a lot of money to pay that guy his darn taxes. Though there are a multitude of ways to earn money. Like, all of the things I'm, like, harvesting right now, you can sell them. Including, like, the useless grass I keep picking up. Oops. There we go. That was an oopsie, but alright. No! Oh, crap. Alright, fine. Well, I believe if you don't plant something there, it disappears the next day, so that just won't be there tomorrow. Do all it is. I am liking this, like, targeting mechanic when it comes to planting and, like, clearing the ground. A bit better than Roots of Pacha. I think you noticed I was swiveling my mouth. I think I yelled "darn it" a few times when I put seeds the wrong place or I cleared the wrong area. So I do like this mechanic where I just click and it puts something down like this. I think I tried doing two at once and I kind of broke it, sort of, on my personal playthrough. I think I unbroke it, but let's not do that again. So there we go. We've got all 15 planted. It feels like that happened a lot faster than Roots of Pacha, too. With the Roots of Pacha, there was the whole game mechanic of ideas. Let's skip that. And the fact that the other villagers could help you advance in terms of, like, technology. So, for instance, with this, watering, you could eventually set up a well so you don't have to come all the way over here to get water. And you could even set up, like, an irrigation system. I pressed spacebar, by the way, to refill my watering can. So you could even, like, create an irrigation system so you just press one button and everything's irrigated. I do not think that is a thing in this game, but I'm not sure yet. It'd be kind of weird if it wasn't, considering... I mean, this is still a long time ago, but this is closer to our present day than Roots of Pacha was, so... I feel like if they could come up with an irrigation system, the Colonial people could. Then again, I believe, especially like in Europe, way back when, their, like, sewage systems and things were, like, notoriously bad and very unhealthy. Whereas, I think in, like, ancient Rome, obviously earlier than, like, let's say 17th century London, they had, like, irrigation systems and proper sewage systems and stuff, so I'm not sure what happened there. There you go. Pick a couple of things. I think... Oh, shoot. Let's skip that. Alright, that's good for now. Keep in mind, like, with food expiring, you also have tools that break. In the first playthrough, I wasn't paying attention, and I accidentally overused this scythe and broke it. And don't do that, because buying another one is going to cost a heck of a lot more than fixing it, which I'm sure makes sense. So try to keep an eye on your tools. I'm willing to bet there are stronger tools that you can buy and or craft later on, but for now, just watch your butt so you don't spend more than you really need to. I'm going to open up this guy. I'm just going to walk in your field, sir. Hello. Yeast. I cannot wait to go, like, mining and stuff. I haven't gotten there yet. Right now, I need a lantern. And to get a lantern... Can I sell this to this guy? Yes. I need money. Buy my grass! And also my rocks! You are unfortunately the first person I ran into. I could have had someone else just buy my stuff. No, thank you. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yeah. Visit town hall and, like, get the deed to my farm. Because I technically don't own it until I sign. Oh, I guess he's coming out too. Just gonna close the door on his face. So all of these things are outlined in black. You can pick up. Basically, this is your foraging. I could oh, a deer. I've never seen that before. I'm taking a picture. Look that way, me. I'm taking a picture. You might have heard that. That was me taking a picture. Sorry if you heard that. Oh, no, no, no! Deer's gone now. Oh, deer's still there. Okay. Let's say hi to this small child. Hello, small child. Okay. Don't think I'll buy anything for this child. I'm good. I don't see many animals in here. I mean, there for sure are. Just in my last playthrough, I didn't see any. But that deer's really cool. And I got to pet it. Pretty sure you can't keep one as like a pet or anything. You can, again, this is a, you know, standard farm, fish, husband animals. I'm gonna keep saying that even though it sounds weird. So you can absolutely get, like, farm animals at one point. There's somebody in town, I can't remember their name, who sells your starter animals, and of course you can breed them. I do want to get there at one point. There's nothing for me to pick up. What the heck? Okay, we're 20 minutes in. I got some time. Oh, and I missed this. Loop. I missed it again. There we go. I don't know what that is. Oh, chickweed, okay. There's something amusing. We haven't encountered this plant yet. I guess I'll mention it a bit there. There are the mines which I absolutely cannot go into because I can't see. Yep. It may take a while to get a lantern. There's the plantain. That recipe is not open right now. I am, in my personal game, I have a quest where the item is a lantern that I can get. I keep forgetting to mess with these trees. There we go. Was there another tree I could have hit? Is this one? Yes. So I can, like, get a lantern as the quest reward. I think I'm supposed to build a, like, rocking chair, and I don't have that blueprint either. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to do that. I don't think that one has, like, a timer, thank the fates. So, or, like, you know, a deadline. So I think I'm okay. And what I was going to mention, this plantain, I just find it interesting. I'm playing another game. It is a Kickstarter game that I back, so I will eventually have it here on the channel. But it's all about foraging. And like, I think she's pregnant. Hello. Okay. Like, just polite to him, or like everyone. Ooh, that's a neat dress. That's also a very, very expensive dress. I can handle that. I like that. That was pretty. I hope that maybe I'm supposed to buy the other, like, hairstyles and stuff that I saw in the character creator. So I have no idea. This looks like it fell right out of the 60s. It doesn't match to me. Where did I pick up a branch? Oh, it's a deer antler. Wow, let's sell that. Oh yeah, I've never done that before because I didn't find any deer. So yeah, let's sell that. You can have a deer antler. Congratulations, Alyss. Oh, I'm good. 2 more people. Yeah, this is another one of you meet all the people. Oh, evil demon child. Can't help you with that. I'm gonna guess there's a man in the caves. Don't need need sticks. No. Go away, child. Where are you? See. Tomato soup. I don't know why I keep picking this because I'm not gonna do it. Nope. So I can catch the mayor. Probably not. I think town hall's closed. Unfortunately, so I'll have to come back tomorrow. Oops. I keep hitting right mouse click and I don't know why. Oh, with those plants. Oh, he's still here. Good lord, you are burning the midnight oil, aren't you? Doop-a-doo. Oh, with those plantain. That other game I was playing, I got sidetracked. It shows up in that game too. That game is all about foraging, and it helps you identify real plants, like, well, plants in North America. So if you're like, I don't know, in Jamaica, you might have different plants, but those plantain I just picked up look a lot like the ones in the game. So I was like, oh, accuracy. I mean, cartoony accuracy, but accuracy nonetheless. I now own my home, as long as I keep paying my taxes. Sunday, end of the day. Okie doke. They will. Some dude just bought like a bunch of grass from me. Something he could easily get himself, like, just wandering outside. If that deer comes back, I want another antler. That's an expensive antler. I wonder if there's something else you could do with that. It didn't say it was like a cooking item or like it could be a tool or something. I would like to think that you just don't have people washing up on your shore every day, but who knows. Goodbye! I'm so cute! Oh. What have we got? Oh yeah, this is the same as the other one. Okay, I can go ahead and accept that, because that way I can get an axe and some nails. And I think I mentioned this before, you're definitely going to need a lot of nails. There's more plantain. So this is just kind of town square. There's usually a bunch of plantain out here. Oh, there goes the mayor. Oh, that is grass. Is that a shell, or can I eat that? Oh, it's a mussel. Okay. So I can eat that. Well, if I had the right recipe, I could eat that. There's a small child looking through a telescope. This is all this child does. Lots of seeds. Nope. When I was playing on my personal playthrough, I think I got in town when school had let out, and I had to do that. I'll show you the, what do you call it, the quest in a second, but you need to meet like 14 townspeople, and that just helped me blow right through that, because everyone just got off, out of the school, and when you stop to talk to someone, everyone else seems to freeze, which is interesting. I'm not gonna look up the trade anymore, because it's too long. But yeah, I could just, like, boom, 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 hit a bunch of people at once. It was great. This is the guy I need to give wood to when I... Gross. When I actually have 20 wood. I'm not gonna have him repair anything right now, but yeah, he's the guy to go to when you need your tools repaired. I should have that work ethic, and I don't. I do not. So, okay. You can definitely get, like, better equipment. Yeah, stone axe. This is your simple stuff. Awesome axe, which is really, really expensive. Oh my god, it's expensive. What is this? Squirts. Okay. So I'm not gonna buy anything from him, but she already looks crappy. She reminds me of the Queen of England, like the former Queen. This eternally angry. Okay, nice to meet you too. There's a kid. Oh, right, duh. Just talk about the Queen of England. Forgot about the royal family. That probably is regular food for her. No. Get my own wool, darn it. Oh, she really does not want me in her house. I'm guessing that's his mother. Let's go this way. Oh. Taxes, know your neighbors. How many people? I met 10 people. That's not bad. Keep forgetting about these trees. Okay. I think there was some stuff in the graveyard. Oh, dang it! I don't know why I keep hitting right mouse click. I think it's just the mouse I'm using. So get some plantain. I think you can mix that with the sweet violet, which, again, another plant that's in the other foraging game that I was playing, which that makes me happy. I think you can put those two together, the sweet violet and the plantain in this game, and make a really sad salad. I think it's survival salad or something. Like, you need to be apparently really desperate to eat it, to make it and eat it. But and thankfully I have food, thanks to, oh crap, the lady that found me. I know her name starts with an L. Lucy? Lola. Luna? I think it was Luna, actually. Oh, tree! Dang it. Just gonna keep walking. I think these are the people that sell, like, the livestock. Oops, don't go that way. There's another tree. No! Oh, yes. You, wherever you are. Okay, he's the hunter. That's smart. That is random. Oh, it's cute birdhouse. What do I do with snail? Do I eat that? Like, obviously you can't eat snails. That's Carcosa thing. But, like, in the game, do I eat that or? Okay. Yeah, he has a lantern. I need a lantern. I need to find something to make a lantern with. I'm not sure how you unlock recipes, other than, like, I guess you just keep playing. I don't think there's a place you can, like, buy them, which kind of sucks, because there are some things I really like to have now, like the lantern. And, like, in my other playthrough, I can get a lantern if I make a rocking chair, but I can't make a rocking chair, so. Okay, I might head home because I can't see. Well, let me turn off my light. My desk light. There we go. That did help, but not by much. So what I'm going to try and do is shortcut it back. Yes, we do that. Where do I live? Over here. Oopsie. Yeast. Oh, it's going to be super late when I get back. Yay! I learned a well and a doghouse for that dog I don't have. Oh, I missed a bunch of that. Here's the sweet violet, which that is pretty much how it looks in the other game, too. I have been doing that this entire time. You're telling me that late, but cool. Better late than never. Okay, I'm going straight to bed. Oh, I'm apparently going to my mailbox first. So, wedding invitation. Huh. Oh, so Les Cat is male, which they could be. They're both appear to be women. I wasn't sure if you could do that. I figured you could. Day 3, 12 p.m. Did I put that, like, on my calendar? Or... And who invites, like, a random... I've been on this island for less than a day, and they invite me to their wedding. I will hold off on the second one. Because I don't know if I can get an... I think it was an avocado or something. Yeah, that works. I'll sleep till rested. If I get here like super late, then I don't want to do that because I'll sleep till 3 p.m. I don't want that. Okay, so let's water crops first. Maybe. There we go. And then we'll well, I'll clear a little bit. Oopsie. I probably will because once we go into town, I'm going to have Rollin the blacksmith fix probably the scythe. Let's clear some of this junk out of the way. Scythe! It's about 33 minutes. I'll play for another 7 minutes. I also have a movie tonight. I'm guessing it's not 9:15 yet. You're saying a long walk. That's on the opposite side of town, so I have to allow some time to drive. I keep forgetting, like, those dandelion weed things, you don't use a tool for that. You just pick it. I can't get rid of these stumps until I have the axe, so they just have to live there now. Oops. I will go ahead and get rid of this. Because I'm going to be planting other crops here. Maybe. I don't know how time. Oh, my character's very sad because she's hungry. Let's eat something. Okay, she's happy. Well, sort of. Eat one more. That's good enough. Okay. I think, like, when my tool's at a fourth left, then I stop using it. Though there were a couple of times I just was not paying attention. And it got really low. It didn't break, but it got pretty darn low. Oops. I think that's as much as I can really clear. Oh, I might as well clear some more. Whoops. I clicked too fast. Alright. Oopsie. Dang it! It's noon already, good lord. Okay, let's go see if we can meet people. Dang it. I'm definitely not gonna get, what day was that wedding? Is that today? If that was today, I'm in trouble. Probably should, well, let's see. Do they... No. Huh, that's too bad. I should have probably taken a screen grab of that picture because I don't remember anything. At noon, I thought it said day 3, so I'm hoping it's tomorrow? But we have 4 minutes left, so we're not gonna get there. I already said hello to this dude. And not that dude. Make the violet. For those emergency rations I'm sure I will have to make. Carpenter. Build. Okay. So you can build those that I definitely don't have any of those things. E-pour. Oh, the trading got stuck, no. Rocking chair! Okay, I will keep that in mind for my other playthrough. I'll just buy one. Though I don't know if that's worth it. I don't think what I'm getting is going to... I don't think I get a lot of money for it, but it's fine. So I'm never going to finish that because I don't know how to make a rocking chair. Let's actually... Can I go inside? Can I go inside? Again, it's one of those times where you can kind of just break into people's homes. Small child. Okay. I guess I technically was kind of really hungry, so the game still says I'm hungry. You know, I just ate 2 journey cakes. Go over. Oh, I missed some plantain. Yeah, that looks a lot like broadleaf plantain. I could be wrong, but the rootboard has very long, thin. Hey, chickens! It doesn't have chickens. It has long, thin leaves. Nobody's home. They really should lock their doors so people don't randomly wander into their home. Hello, rooster. I'm gonna take a shortcut down. In the 1.5 minutes I have left to play. Hey, small child. Have I talked to you already? No. Oops, shoot. Oh, he can repair things too. Okay, so that's Rollins' son, I think. Probably should have had repair things, but whatever. Nope. There we go. Fast travel. Nope. There we go. Yeast. If I can find some random people. They're just standing there awkwardly. This is the doctor. I need to find apricots. Here's where you can inoculate against diseases, but as you saw, that's not cheap. I guess I could afford it. I think that's something you'd probably do closer to the winter time, though obviously you can get sick at any point. I don't know why my alarm is going off. Lady. And it's 40, so I should be getting off. Agreed. She has nothing. Pauper. Let's see. 2 more. Where are you people? Go away, birds. Get the butchers open. Yes! Just need to talk to you people. I'll actually blow through what they said because we're running out of time. Small child. Oops, dang it. Yes. Oops. I missed the door. Yes. Okay, you. Come here. Go away, bird. Turn and quest. Yes, and that'll give you all of these seeds, which I will... Well, I'm not going to do anything because it's 41 minutes, but... So... I've never... I think I insulted someone once by mistake because my mouse slipped. Did I pay taxes? Yeah, I did it. So, can I trade anything with him? Oh, no. Let's not do that. Okay. Alright. Didn't know he was handing out babies. Or kids. Okay, so it's about 41 minutes, and my intro was super long. So, God, I'm not looking forward to editing this. But that is Echoes of the Plum Grove. It is actually a really fun game. I've been playing it on my off time. I re-recorded it, I recorded it, and of course this is my re-recording. But it just reminded me of it, and I started playing it. I was really enjoying it. It's, again, just a very chill, cozy game where you can kind of go at your own pace. If you want to take some of those quests that are time-based, you can, but you can also skip those like you saw me do. And this is another game that does have, like, in-game, you know, along with the seasons, they have different, festivities and holidays and all of that. I think there's also, like, a coven, maybe, and, like, maybe a witch that lives out in the bogs. She's off to the, like, that way. She's over that way. Like, way over that way. I couldn't make it to her last night. I couldn't see anything. But she might teach you, like, magic or something. That's what I read on the Kickstarter. And there may be, like, some fey creatures, too. So, there's a lot going on in Echoes of the Plum Grove. And there's a lot of ways to have fun. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. I would recommend this game as well as Roots of Pacha. I don't think I said that in the Roots of Pacha video, but I do recommend both games. I think they're both really cute. They both have really cool aesthetics, and there's a lot going on in them. And just with Roots of Pacha, there's a big long story and puzzles and all of that. And with Echoes of the Plum Grove, there's just so many different things to do with the different seasons and the different people to discover. I know there's mining in there, this one as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. You guys know the drill. If you like what I do, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. In October, I am actually going to be going back to Persona Pins to clear the rest of 2023, which was D&D related. All the pins were like, different D&D classes per month. I think it's rogues and rangers for the next one. If I'm wrong, then we'll find out in the video. But with that, we'll be done with Persona Pins for this year. And yeah, I'll just say that for now. I'll do announcements in the next video for November and December. But until... what month is it? Until October. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!